This goal-scoring game is extremely fun and motivating for players. Note that waiting times may vary greatly depending on player success. Therefore, I recommend using this game as a motivational element in training. Players love it because it's competitive and involves finishing. You can also reduce the number of players so that each player has more repetitions, but I found that involving more players increases motivation. Okay, let me explain the game. The players are positioned according to the animation. 2 or 3 goalkeepers are optimal for the game. Otherwise, it becomes too intense for one goalkeeper. 2 coaches with multiple balls are positioned beside the goal. The more balls you have, the better, as this reduces the risk of the game being interrupted. The distance to the goal can be adjusted individually. Always consider the skill level of your players and how challenging or easy you want to make the exercise. Each player has 3 lives. One of the 2 coaches passes the ball to the player whose turn it is. The player must then control the ball with the first touch and shoot at the goal before the shooting line. If the player scores a goal, they keep their lives. If the player does not score, they lose a life. Goalkeepers are exempt from this rule. If the player has 0 lives, they are out of the exercise and must watch. The last player remaining at the end wins. Additionally, if a round is taking too long, you could declare the last 3 players as winners. I want to emphasize that my exercises and games are usually designed so that no participants are eliminated, as this can lead to long waiting times and uneven repetitions for each player. I make an exception only for this goal-scoring game. In the first variation, I changed the rule for how goals can be scored. Now, only goals scored with a single touch count. There are many possible variations you can choose from. For example, you could specify that only goals scored with a specific technique count. In the second variation, the passes from the coaches are varied. The coach decides whether to pass a low, mid-height, or high ball. Depending on the type of pass, players are allowed to use either 1 or 2 touches. The last variation is the one players love the most. I find this variation great because it integrates switching roles after losing the ball. There is no fixed goalkeeper, and all players have 3 lives. The player who shoots on goal becomes the goalkeeper. The rules now change. Players can only lose a life if they are in the goalkeeper role and concede a goal from another player. If you want to further adjust the rules, I recommend the following. Players can both lose and regain points. If a player concedes a goal while in the goalkeeper role, they lose a point. However, they can regain this point by scoring a goal themselves. If you want more football training drills, please follow me, like, and share my content so more coaches can benefit from these drills. I put a lot of effort into making these videos, and I truly appreciate your support. Your encouragement helps me continue to create and share valuable content for players and coaches. Thank you.